Hey guys, long time no see. I haven't made a video in a minute. It has definitely been a minute. I've been in Israel, if you guys didn't know, for the past 2 weeks. I've been traveling for the past probably more like 3 weeks. But I'm back and I'm better and I feel like a completely different person. Also, I'm sick. If you can't tell by my voice, it was definitely a lot on my body. I just went through like 36 hours of traveling yesterday because my flights got delayed and they got canceled and they got rebooked, and 24 hours of traveling turned into 36 hours, and I don't know. I'm just happy to be home. I'm happy to be healthy. Well, as healthy as I'm gonna be because I'm sick, but yeah, I think it's just the time change that fucks me up, and also I probably am not drinking enough water as I'm supposed to be, but since yesterday, since I got home, I've been doing some airborne and taking vitamins and drinking water and eating lots of fruits and veggies because you all know I'm about that plant medicine, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot that happened in the past 2 weeks that I want to kind of address. I want to talk about Birthright. I want to talk about Electric Forest. I want to talk about school and what's in store for my future. But first, I just want to quickly touch on Electric Forest. I will not be going to Electric Forest, and that's really weird for me to say. I am sad and disappointed that I'm not going. I actually sold my ticket yesterday, but I'm okay. I'm okay with the fact that I'm not going because I extended my trip in Israel fully knowing that I would be spreading myself very, very thin because I just got back yesterday, and Electric Forest starts at midnight tonight. So it's like I did it to myself. I spread myself thin, and I was just living in the moment. I was acting on my feelings in the present moment, and I don't regret anything. I definitely don't want to be at a music festival when I'm sick like this. And also, I don't know. I could go alone, okay? But I don't want to. I don't really want to do that. I've been going alone to places for the past 2 years of my life, maybe a year and a half. But I don't know. I like to be with people that I like being around. I don't know. It's such a strange thing because I thought I was the world's biggest introvert, and now I'm back from Israel and I'm like, wow, I actually like being around people. It's just I didn't know that I liked being around people because the people that I was associating with and putting my energy into were not the people that I want to be around, if that makes any sense. But okay, so I was supposed to go with my childhood friend from way back. This was the one thing that I was looking forward to this summer. Of course, I'm looking forward to a lot of other things, and Israel, of course, and everything. But I thought this would be the thing that would really impact me the most, and now I really don't feel called to go. And a lot of it is because I did spread myself too thin, like I mentioned before, but I just don't feel connected to this person in any way, and I don't want to spend 4 days with someone who I don't feel like is a close friend to me, or that I could see myself becoming a close friend with. I think that we are very different people, and we don't really click or connect on a level deeper than just surface level friendship. Electric Forest is like one of the greatest experiences that anyone can have, and I've never even been there, but I've seen videos, I've heard people talk about it, I've seen like pictures, and of course a lot of my favorite artists are gonna be there, which is like, it's sad, but it's like, it's about who you're with, you know? You could be at the greatest place on earth, but if you're not with people that you genuinely love to be around, or you're not like super close with, it's not going to be a good time. I've always been a firm believer that we have a limited amount of time on this earth. Every second, every minute counts. And if you are not doing something that serves you and that your heart is fully in it, then don't fucking do it. And that's why I sold my ticket. I want to go to New York Pride. I've met so many amazing people who on the trip, a lot of them were from New York, a lot of them are going to New York Pride, which is Sunday. I went to my first Pride in Tel Aviv like a week and a half ago, and it was the most amazing experience I've ever had. And like, it was my first Pride, and I want my second one to be in New York, but also I'm sick, and I don't want to go to New York Pride if I'm not 100% healthy and 100% with it. I have a place to stay there. I have friends in New York. Never in a million fucking years did I think that I would have a chance to go to New York Pride. Not only go, but like go with friends who live in New York. Like what like wow. I'm mind blown. I'm so fucking grateful. I've made so much fucking progress, and I'm so fucking proud of myself, and like I am truly a changed person. And this sounds so fucking cheesy and like whatever, but dude, this experience has been very mind-blowing, and it has been the biggest wake-up call for me. It's exactly what I needed. I went on Birthright, and if you guys don't know what Birthright is, I'll just briefly explain. There's a lot of, it's kind of like a newer thing. I don't know how new it is. I'm gonna guess like 10 years ago it was invented. A group of very well-off, wealthy, Orthodox Jewish people donated a lot of money to an organization called Birthright. I think it might be just in the U.S., but also, no, I don't think it's just in the U.S. I think it is like worldwide. It might exclude some countries, but I don't think it's just in the U.S. They wanted to pay for every Jewish-born person, American, non-American, who wasn't born in Israel, that was born Jewish. They wanted to give them a free trip to Israel for 10 days. And for me, I was born Jewish. My dad's Jewish. My mom was not, but she converted to Judaism for my dad when they got married. And yeah, my dad, I was raised Jewish. He's in between, kind of like Orthodox and conservative. He's very religious. I'm not religious at all. And part of that is because I was bullied growing up for being Jewish. So I didn't want that a part of my identity at all, and I didn't practice it for a lot of years. But I do think that even if I wasn't bullied, that I still probably wouldn't be very religious. That being said, I am spiritual. I consider myself to be a spiritual person. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe that there's definitely something out there, but I don't want this video to be about spirituality. I will just say that I'm not a very religious person, and yeah, that's it. I do identify as Jewish, even though I'm not religious. So, that is that. I didn't come on this Birthright trip to learn about Judaism, even though I learned so much about Judaism, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to learn things, you know what I mean? This trip was a little bit more religious than I would have liked it to be, but with that being said, it still was an amazing time, an amazing experience. And just a little bit of backstory. I don't want to go into a lot of detail about this, so I'm going to try to sum it up as best as I can. In December, I was supposed to go on Birthright on a yoga meditation style trip, because there's different trips in the Birthright spectrum. There's like your basic global experience, there's outdoors, there's queer, which is the one that I went on, there's yoga, there's like you can go on trips with your school, NYU, whatever. And I say NYU because we met some NYU people. In December, I was originally supposed to go on the Queer Birthright trip for people aged 18 to 22. And I got a call like a month beforehand saying that they didn't have enough participants and the trip was canceled because they didn't have enough people to go on it. So they said we have the global experience or the yoga meditation one that you can pick from. So I picked the yoga one, and essentially I got sick and I wasn't able to go and I had to forfeit my deposit. I was all packed, all geared up, everything, and the day before I had to back out and not go. I was obviously very disappointed, very sad about it, but there was something telling me that this was meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. So I re-signed up for the next Queer Birthright trip, ages 18 to 22, for June, which is Pride Month. The best time to be in Tel Aviv. They have an amazing gay community, queer community, as well as vegan community. There's a lot of vegan plus people and groups and restaurants and all of that good stuff. Vegan plus is basically like just like gay vegans, and that is my fucking community. So it's who I am, and I'm sad that it's not where I live, and that was the way that it was supposed to work out. There's really no coincidences in my life, and that's why I'm okay with things not working out. That's why I'm okay with inconsistency, because everything works out the way that it should, and I'm starting to slowly learn that. I also want to note that I went to Israel with the intention of filming a video or several videos. I brought my GoPro, I brought a lot of my camera equipment, and I didn't take it out once. Not one time did I take out my camera. I thought about it a couple times. The thought kind of like crossed my mind, but it was never really something that I wanted to act on. The thought, it only crossed my mind a couple times. Like, I was having so much fun that I couldn't be bothered to take out a camera. I took a lot of pictures, and I posted a lot on my Snapchat, but it was an experience that I don't even think would be able to be captured, like the full extent of it on camera. So it's whatever. I'm here to talk about it now. So all my life, I'd never fit into any sort of box that anybody or society tried to put me in. And I've came to accept that the past few years, that I'm always going to be an outsider. I'm always going to be different. And I've embraced that over the years. But now I feel like I fit in somewhere, and I have a community now, and like I truly feel a sense of belonging that I haven't felt in a very long time, and I like that. I'm proud to be different in my community, but it feels good to fit in somewhere and have people to relate to. Even if we are all spread out around the world, we might not be in the same state or even the same country. But during the trip, we were all together. It was an exclusively queer space, and there were so many vegans and vegetarians, and I just felt so at home. I felt like these people were my family, and like I miss my family. It's only been a day. Well, it's been like 2 days because I had to travel 36 hours to get here, but like came home to an empty house, and I miss my family. I also do like my alone time, so I'm trying to appreciate it and appreciate the friends that I have back home here. It really inspires me to not settle for this. I could be doing so much more, and I could have so much more than I settle for. And that's really what this trip has taught me. So it was 10 days long. You do have the option to extend. You get your $250 deposit back. You can keep that for yourself, or that will pay for another week in Israel if you choose to extend. So $250 for 3 weeks in Israel, like you're not gonna get that anywhere else. That's like a fucking amazing deal, and that's why I'm proud to be Jewish. No, just kidding. I feel more in touch with my Jewish identity, but more than anything, I feel more confident and proud to be gay, and essentially just to be different, because I'm Jewish, vegan, and gay, which are 3 things that really segregate me from modern society. Especially where I live, I feel very, very alone at times. I'm very isolated. But more than ever, I feel so proud of my identity and like who I am. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. So you always hear people talking about how they met their best friend in 2nd grade, or they've been lifelong friends with their roommate from college. And I never could relate to that, because I don't have a lot of friends, and especially friends that I've kept in touch with for more than 5 years. But I met people and I became so close with a few people from this trip. In a matter of 10 days, I formed bonds with people that would normally take me probably 3 months. And in 10 days, I met some of the most amazing, intelligent, fun, free-spirited people. And like, I never thought that would happen. Like, I truly feel like I'm gonna be friends with these people for the rest of my life. And not only do I not make friends very easily, but I don't feel like there's many people that I would want to keep in touch with for that long. But on this trip, I met people that I really feel like I'll be friends with for a long, long time. I learned a lot about the Jewish community, the queer community, vegan plus community. I went into the trip knowing that there was going to be some things that I would learn about the queer community, but at the same time, I was in the trip thinking that I knew a lot about the queer community. And I didn't know shit, turns out. I did know some things, but like, I learned so much. And it sucks that the LGBT community in my city, my state, the Midwest in general is so weak, but it's inspired me to create a better sense of community. It's still summer, but I only have like, I don't know, I think 2 months until school starts again, which is really depressing. My homophobic cousin just liked my picture on Instagram, and that makes me really happy because I was kissing a girl. Okay, basically, I fucking don't like living in Michigan. I want to live in California, but I have to visit California before I live there, and I had a whole trip planned out, and I still might go in July. I don't know if that's really in the cards for me right now. That my homophobic aunt is calling me. Bitch, I'm busy. She's only calling me because I went to the Holy Land, and she wants to hear about it, and she wants to set up a brunch so that I can tell the whole family that I went to the fucking Holy Land because I'm a good Jew. No, I'm not a fucking good Jew. I'm not religious, so fuck off. Sorry. You know what? If I don't move to California, I'm gonna move to Ann Arbor, which is a very cool college town in Michigan. It's vegan, it's gay, it's whatever, but it's not California. It's really like the winters that get to me. I get seasonal depression, just like a lot of others who also live in Michigan. I don't know. I probably sound like a fucking baby complaining about it because it's just the cold, but like, I don't know, guys. The winters are very, very harsh, and I, a lot of times, don't want to leave my house. Wait, it's the 20th? My birthday is in a fucking week, and I'm gonna be 20, and this is the last week of my teenage years, so you best believe I'm gonna be living it up. You know what I'm saying? The plan is right now to move to Ann Arbor in, I don't know, September, and start school at Washtenaw Community College. I at least want to get an associate's degree. I've always been a firm believer in college doesn't equal success, and college isn't for everyone. But I don't completely hate school. I just don't like math and science, and I don't like that I have to have those requirements to get a degree in something completely unrelated to math or science, But I understand it. I get it. They want us to be well-rounded and shit, but it's like, okay, if I have a creative writing major, when the fuck am I ever going to need chemistry? Never. So what the fuck? I think that before this trip in the past, I don't know, couple months, I've kind of been living in La La Land a little bit and like not quite in touch with reality. And it's weird for me to be saying this because I've always said, like, dream extreme. If your dreams don't sound fucking crazy to other people, then they're not big enough. But the realistic side of me is starting to surface. And I've decided that I really want to get my associate's degree to create a little bit of stability in my life, because I know I want to write and I want to do maybe something in media, and I think that school is a good way to go about that. But I'm excited, and that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so the summer is off to such a good start, and I'm excited to see what's in store. And it's been really helpful for me to get on here and share these little moments with you guys, so enjoy the ride. I want to give hugs for my thugs and kisses for my bitches. Bye, guys.